After coming off a tightly contested 2-1 loss at Illinois Wesleyan in their previous game, Pete Zimmerman and the Cardinals were looking to rebound against visiting Lake Forest College. Zimmerman would set the tone early in this match and is recognized as having the game-changing performance. The score would be deadlocked at 0 for only a short period of time in this one. In the second minute, Nico Galto would work a pass in front of Pete Zimmerman, who sends it past Forester goalkeeper Tom Biziata, pacing the Cardinals in their 2-0 victory. The goal would be Zimmerman's 6th on the year and gave Galto his 3rd assist, as North Central would not look back. Senior midfielder Micah Melendrez is a 3-time All-CCIW second-team member and is currently 2nd in the CCIW in goals scored with 7 and 3rd in total points with 19. Sophomore goalkeeper Phillip Klipp is maintaining a goals against average under 2 in 12 games and is 2nd in the conference in saves with 65. The two will look to finish the season with 3 more victories and a trip to the CCIW tournament. Guys, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
Micah, you've been here all 4 years, played a significant role on the team for the 4 years. As a freshman, the team was winless, 0-20. You've made a great progression since then to where we are today. Please talk about what it's been like since your freshman year to where we are right now.
Quite a change. Everything I could have hoped for. Coming in freshman year, I couldn't imagine playing, every minute. I more expected to sit on the bench and kind of learn from the older guys. We had some injuries when I came in as a freshman. We had some good senior leadership, but things just didn't work out my freshman year at all. So getting to this point is like I said, everything I could have hoped for and better. So.
Right. Now, your sophomore year, the team had 4 wins. Junior year, 8 wins. This year, 7 wins. Obviously, there's still plenty of season left to play. How have you seen yourself, maybe not just the team, but as an individual, how have you seen yourself grow?
I don't know. I mean, from the first game till now, we've been switching up formations a lot and trying to figure out each other's role. I've known my role in the past, but now it's kind of grown into more of a team aspect. Freshman year was, a lot of good individual players, but we just didn't work well as a team. So now we have a great group of guys working together. So I know my role a little bit better. Maybe I have to step up in some big games, in some big situations, but it's more of a collaboration with all of us now.
Right. Out of practice the last couple of weeks, it seems like the team's having a lot of fun. But in the same sense, it looks like you've definitely taken a leadership role. Is that something that you kind of just gain as a senior, putting in your dues the last 3 years? Or with the young team that you have now, is that something that you really feel like that you just needed to take a hold of specifically this season? Yeah,
definitely. With a lot of the younger guys on the team, with having 8 or 9 sophomores start every game, it's key for someone to have to step up. And I knew I had to take the reins and take that leadership role. So I embrace it and try to run with it. So.
Definitely. Do you have a sense of confidence in the team now? I mean, every now and again you're starting 9 to 10 sophomores or underclassmen. You might be the only senior out in the field to start. Do you have confidence in those guys, albeit not having that much experience?
No, it comes with every game. So maybe earlier on in the season, as I said, we were trying to figure each other out. And with every game we've gained experience, and I've gained confidence in all the sophomores, and definitely, maybe I was unsure at the beginning of the season, how things were going to roll out, switching positions, stuff like that. But all the guys have stepped up really well, and things are going forward from here. So.
One of those players, as we mentioned, was Pete Zimmerman. He scored early in the Lake Forest game, put the team up 1-0. Not many minutes later, I think in the 11th minute, you were on the far side. You had a corner kick. You sent it in to Nico Galto.
Yeah.
He had a header, a nice header, buried it. No goal.
Yeah.
Can you kind of talk about that play specifically and where you guys go from there after thinking you have a 2-0 lead to it being erased and going back to 1-0?
Yeah, it was a goal for sure. I'll tell you that. The AR said it went out of bounds, came back in, so therefore it's a goal kick. But I disagreed with him. But from there we just keep pressing on, and that's what we did. And Nico finished the ball on my corner, but he came right back and scored the second goal anyway. So that's what we were looking for. And he gave it to us. So.
I know it's nice to have that additional cushion, but even after that goal was taken away, you guys had a lot of pressure on goalkeeper Tom Biziata of Lake Forest. Is that something that you had also told the guys maybe after that play, but something that you had looked to do throughout the rest of the game? Is just pressure, pressure, pressure?
I think that's kind of a time where they kind of know by themselves that we need to keep pressing on. I don't really say much. I'm more of, we'll do it by example. So I think they've kind of learned that, I'll speak up in certain times, but that wasn't an instance I really said much. They took it upon themselves to do it on their own. So it was good. So.
Excellent. Now, Phillip, you've been here. You're a sophomore. This is your second season. You had some playing time last year. You saw some action. You were splitting time with Mike Melendrez. Very similar situation this year, only it's flopped a little bit. You're getting some more minutes in goal. You've really stepped your game up. Can you talk about your maturation process from freshman year to sophomore year?
Well, last year was a tough year for me just because a couple weeks into preseason I kind of blew out my knee, so that was tough for me and dealing with that and everything first year into college and everything. But just working on the off season and everything and making sure I stay in shape and training and everything like that, and just I don't know.
Now, just recently, McAvoy was named the CCIW Defensive Player of the Week. Not more than a couple weeks ago, you were named the CCIW Defensive Player of the Week. Both of you guys, again, splitting time in goal. You're both sophomores. Can you kind of talk about your relationship with one another and what it means to have somebody who's, just as talented in the goal with you?
I think it's great. It brings great competition to every practice and everything. We keep pushing each other every single day. So, it's great to have somebody like that, like either behind me or in front of me, to keep me going every single day and make sure I'm on top of everything. So,
recently in the game against Lake Forest, as we had mentioned, team goes up early, 1-0. The very next game, Augustana, you guys fall relatively early, 1-0. As a goalkeeper, what's the two sides of things? What are you thinking when the team goes down early, 1-0, or when the team goes up 1-0?
Well, going down 1-0 for us seems to be a reoccurring thing. It's just one of those things where when you go down 1-0, it's just probably one of the most disappointing things, especially when it's first 5 minutes of the game. And going up 1-0, you get a lot more pressure put onto you.
Can you kind of talk about the difference between the mid to late season non-conference game against Lake Forest or maybe a Concordia, what you have coming up, compared to the importance of an Augustana, a Carthage, or a North Park, and what that non-conference game does for you kind of heading into the final stretch of the season?
The non-conference game just gives us a bunch of motivation. Like that Lake Forest game, it gave us a lot of motivation going into the Augustana game this last weekend. So it really helped us get our confidence back up in certain areas, and so it really helped us in that area.
Great. Well, Phillip and Micah, thank you very much for joining us, and good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Stay tuned, Cardinal fans, as Sports Information Director Clark Tuscher joins us next.